fellow weirdo of the flock. Welcome to the most offensive church this side of the most offensive church this side of the YouTuberverse, the party pit. Welcome. And what we do here in this most amazing place, we read this great ass book. It's called God Said. But this morning, we're reading Psalms and Proverbs, which is what we have to do in the morning time because it's highly important to start your day with something that's positive. Yeah, there we go. We are on Psalms 18. So let's go ahead and see what we're doing over here. First off, I couldn't get this stuff ready until I went live. So we got it ready. But mostly. So we are getting on to the Psalms and the Proverbs. And so, and I didn't message Fred good morning. I just messaged him. I never even messaged him. Or did I? I don't fucking know. But I got, okay, I'll just bother him again. And he's gonna message me back. I'm at work. And I'm like, damn, you need some Psalms and Proverbs in your life. So, there you go. Look, right there. I told him, there, I'm so positive. I'm like, yeah, start your day with shit. So, hopefully Fred is going to come start his day with some Psalms and Proverbs. Although, I have a feeling he's already been awake for a long time. And I care if Fred's here because he's like my bestie and whatnot. And he supports me very well. Okay. So, Psalms 18. Oh my God. Is it really this long? Holy shit. So I apologize. But somehow this is going to fit into your day because it just sometimes is like that. Okay. So, to the chief musician, a psalm of David. Okay. David, who spoke to the Lord the words of this song on the day the mm, on the day God delivered him from the hand of all his enemies and from the hand of Saul. Okay, so here we go. This is a hymn. I'm not singing it, but it's a hymn. Okay. I will love you, O Lord, my strength. The Lord is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer, my God, my strength, in whom I will trust, my shield and the horn of my salvation, my stronghold. I will call upon the Lord, who is worthy to be praised. So I shall be saved from my enemies. The pangs of death surround me, and the floods of ungodliness made me afraid. The sorrows of Sheol surrounds me. The snares of death confront me. In my distress, I called upon the Lord and cried out to my God, and he heard my voice. Okay. I will fall to be praised. So I shall be saved from my enemies. Oh, the pangs of death, the floods of ungodliness made me afraid. The sorrows of Sheol, the snares of death confronted me. In my distress, I called upon the Lord and cried out to my God, and he heard my voice from his temple, and my cry came before him even to his ears. Then the Lord shook and trembled. Fred, I was just talking about you. Literally just talking about you. And I emailed you on camera. I sure did. Yep. I emailed you on camera and then was talking mad shit. I said, you wasn't my bestie. I have no idea why I'm fucking emailing you because it doesn't matter. I did. I did. Rewind it. Yo, because I'm so mean. Brr. I'm the meanest creepy sheepy ever. I didn't do that. Wouldn't that be so mean if I did do that? Man, it would be like, roar. We'd have a cat fight, Fred. I know you're a guy, but I would scratch you like, meow, just like that. Yep. And then I bite you like a raccoon. Arr, just like that. Could you imagine if I did that? Oh my God, wouldn't that be so funny? But this chapter 18 is super fucking long. So you're going to be with me for a hot second. And you can leave if you need to because it's so long. Okay. No foundation of the hill also quaked. Oh, the foundations of the hills also quaked and were shaken because he was angry. He was emptying his Tommy gun of fury on a mountain. Smoke went up from his nostrils and devouring fire from his mouth. God is a dragon. See, I said that the other day. There was going to be another creature, and it's God. Brr. He's a dragon. But in the story of King Arthur, Well, before King Arthur became king, there was a story about the dragon sleeping in the middle of Earth. Yeah, it was a whole thing. But anyway, coals were kindled by it, and he bowed the heavens and came down with darkness under his feet. And he rode upon a cherub and flew. Okay, so he was a lycanthrope dragon. And flew. He flew upon the wings of the wind. He made darkness his secret place. His canopy around him was dark water, and the thick clouds of the skies from the brightness before him. His thick clouds passed with hailstones and coals of fire. The Lord thundered from heaven, and the Most High his voice, uttered his voice, hailstones and coal fire. He went out of his arrows and scattered the foe, lightnings in abundance, and he vanquished them. Then the channels of the sea were seen, the foundation of the world were uncovered. At your rebuke, O Lord, at the blast of the earth, no, with the blast of the breath of your nostrils, he sent from above. He took me. He drew me out of many waters. He delivered me from my strong enemy. This is a song, by the way. Fred, this is the longest song on the fucking planet. He delivered me from my strong enemy, from those who hated me, for they were too strong for me. They confronted me in the day of my calamity, and the Lord was my support. He, he also brought me out into a broad place. He delivered me because he delighted in me. The Lord rewarded me according to my righteousness, according to the cleanliness of my hands. Don't wash your hands. It is so bad for you. Don't use hand sanitizer. And God's not talking about if your hands are clean or not. He's talking about if you killed somebody. So be safe and only wash your hands rarely because it's very dangerous. And they lie to you to sell their bullshit. Don't use hand sanitizer and wash your hands sparingly because if you wash them too much, you will get sick. Some people don't get sick, but don't risk it. Like, wash your hands sparingly because the germs on your hands keep you from getting sick. The germs on your body keep you from getting sick. I'm not saying don't take a shower. What I'm saying is be careful of the soap that you use because some of it is really bad for you. And I don't know which soap is the best, but I know germs make it so you don't get sick. Right, Fred? It's something like that. It's something like that. Okay. The Lord rewarded my according. Okay. He has recompensed me, for I have kept the ways of the Lord. Insofar, David, and have not wickedly departed from my God. That is true, but you sinned a whole lot. For his judgment, you lie and you kill people and you steal. Well, I guess not necessarily steal, but he steals Bathsheba from Uriah and kills him. And I did not put away his statutes from me. I was also blameless before him, and I kept myself from my iniquity. Right now, therefore, the Lord has recompensed me according to my righteousness, according to the cleanliness of my hands in his sight. With the merciful, you will show yourself merciful. With a blameless man, you will show yourself blameless. Hi, cousin. Yes, he's currently at work. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the Ghetto Redneck Bible Lady. That's me. You will show yourself with the pure. You will show yourself pure. And with the devious, you will show yourself shrewd. You will save the humble people, but I will bring down haughty. Oh, you will save the humble people, but will bring down haughty looks. For you will light my lamp. The Lord my God will enlighten my darkness. For by you I can run against a troop. By my God I can leap over a wall. As for God, his way is perfect. The word of the Lord is proven. He is a shield to all who trust in him. For who is God except the Lord? And who is a rock except God? It is God who arms me with strength and makes my way perfect. He shakes my feet like the feet of a deer and sets me on my high places. He stretches my hands to make war so that my arms can bend a bow of bronze. You have also given me your shield of salvation. Your right hand has helped me up. Your gentleness has made me great. God's back to having one arm. You enlarged my path under me, so my feet did not slip. I have pursued my enemies and overtaken them. Neither did I turn back again. They were destroyed. I have wounded them, so they cannot rise. They have fallen under my feet, for you have armed me with strength for the battle. You have subdued under me those who rose up against me. You have also given me the necks of my enemies, so that I destroyed those who hated me. They cried out, but there was none to save, even the Lord. But he did not answer them. Then I beat them as fine as armed me. My feet. I have pursued my enemies and overtaken them. Neither did I turn back again till they were destroyed. I have wounded them so they could not rise. They have fallen under my feet, for you have armed me with strength for the battle. You have subdued under me those who rose up against me. You have also given me the necks of my enemies. So I destroyed those who hated me. But, what is happening? Necks of my enemies. They cried out, but there was none to save. Even the Lord, but he did not answer them. Then I beat them as fine as the dust before the wind. Dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind. Yeah, they were dust in the wind. Cast them out like dirt in the streets. Hit them with your Tommy gun of fury. You have delivered me from the striving of the people. You have made me head of the nations. A people I have not known shall serve me. As soon as they hear of me, they obey me. The foreigners submit to me. The foreigners fade away and come frightened from their hideouts. The Lord lives. Blessed be my rock. Let the God of my salvation be exalted. It is God who avenges me and subdues the people. Subdues the peoples under me. He delivers me from my enemies. You also lift me up above those who rise against me. You have delivered me from the violent man. Therefore, I will give thanks to you, O Lord, among the Gentiles, and sing praises to your name. Great deliverance he gives to his king and shows mercy to his anointed, David and his descendants evermore. That's the end of that chapter. That was super long, wasn't it? I think you are back a little bit, but comment what you think. Proverbs 18 ain't that long, but there was a lot of talking. That was so long. Wasn't it, Fred? That was so long. But Proverbs 18 is not as long as that. It's only like a page and a half, something like that. Um, it wasn't really long, was it? Well, it just seemed like it was long. It just seemed like it was long. Because David, he talks as much as Jesus does. Man. But that was a song. It was supposed to be a song, but nothing rhymed. It wasn't really like a real song. I think it was like the Songs of Solomon. It's not really a song. They should be called haikus. You know, Maybe not haikus, because aren't haikus short? Haikus are really short, and Psalms always puts me to sleep. Like forever puts me to sleep. Okay, let's get our bad habits out of the way for a second. But I can't help it. My brain craves cigarettes. So I'm always smoking a cigarette because my brain craves them. But I suppose even before my brain injuries, but I smoked a lot less cigarettes back then. Fucking forever ago. Okay, okay. A man who isolates himself seeks his own desire. Didn't I just say that literally just now? Said that. Okay. He rages against all wise judgment. I don't think I do that. I might do that. A fool has, what time is it? Oh, 10:30. Okay. I got it until 11:15. But it's not going to take that long. But who the fuck am I going to raid? I don't know. Anyways, a fool has no delight in understanding, but in expressing his own heart. That's kind of me. When the wicked comes, contempt comes also, and with dishonor comes reproach. The words of a man's mouth are deep waters. The wellspring of wisdom is a flowing brook, which is really sad why people don't pay attention to what I'm saying. Because I'm pretty wise in the Old Testament. That's my favorite book. So it's really sad people don't listen to it because it's very important. It is not good to show partiality to the wicked or overthrow the righteous in judgment because it's always hard to do the wrong thing and people don't appreciate the right thing. No, no, it's always harder to do the right thing. And the right thing usually gets you in trouble with the wicked because hell, Angel Boot Camp does not want anything good because then it wouldn't be Angel Boot Camp no more. But every once in a while, there's got to be something good down here. You know what I mean? There has to be. A fool's lips enter into contention, and his mouth calls for blows. A fool's mouth is his destruction, and his lips are the snare of his soul. The words of a uh, the words of a table bear are like tasty trifles, and they go down into the inmost body. Dun, dun, dun. He who is slothful in his work is a brother to him who is a great destroyer. I am slothful in my work. I need to be better at this. Although wicked people aren't really around me, I'm the wickedest person I know. That is also not true. I'm the less wicked person I know. I'm very bad at being terrible, even though I was terrible, but I didn't realize it until like shortly ago. Damn it. I was hoping he wouldn't get up yet. My poor dick. My poor dick. Okay. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run into it and are safe. The rich man's wealth is his strength, and like a whole high wall in his own estate. Before destruction, the heart of a man is haughty. Look, that's real life. That's getting fat and happy. Being fat and happy is the worst thing you could do. Like, seriously, the worst thing you could do. Oh, evil eye. That song is stuck in my head for days. And before honor is humility. He who answers a matter before he hears it, folly and shame to him. Look up stupid answers on game show things. They always do that before the question is done. The spirit of a man will sustain him in sickness, but he who can bear a broken spirit. Oh, but who can bear a broken spirit? Not very many people. The heart of the prudent acquires knowledge. Oh, and who can bear a broken spirit? Try listening to ICP because that'll make you smile for sure. But listen to old ICP. I don't know about the new stuff, but the old ICP from the original Joker cards. Listen to that and see if you don't smile. The heart of the prudent acquires knowledge, and the ear of the wise seeks knowledge. A man's gift makes room for him and brings him before great men. I hope that don't happen to me because I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassing. The first one to plead his cause seems right until his neighbor comes and examines him. I bet my neighbors do that to me. They're like, this motherfucker. But I tell them, I'm going to steal your cigarettes. Because my neighbor doesn't always smoke his cigarettes all the way through. So I steal his half cigarettes all the time, every time I'm over there. And I wonder what they think of that. Casting lots causes contentions to cease and keeps the mighty apart. A brother offended is harder to win than a strong city. Yeah, but woe to he who is offended. And contentions are like the bars of a castle. That is fucking real life. Have you ever been with somebody who hates you? Literally hates you. It's terrible. It is the worst thing ever. because then there's no respect. A man's stomach shall be gurgly and burbly and blah, 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 bubbly, and it hurts so bad, and he can't eat nothing. So be careful because you might have worms. That it does sound terrible. No, and I'm just kidding about the man's stomach thing. The woman's stomach, right at this exact minute, is not okay. But a man's stomach shall be satisfied from the fruit of his mouth, from the produce of his lips, he shall be filled. Yeah, I'm working on it, but nobody ever listens to me. They listen to my funny things, but they don't ever listen to my advice. They just listen to the funny things, and they watch me because I'm beautiful and funny. Anyway, fruit of the produce. From the produce of his lips shall be filled. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat its fruit. Hey, that's real life. Your tongue is your greatest weapon. But if you can't be swift with your meat, yeah, it's a real problem. He who finds a wife is a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. Yeah. But what if you're like spiritually, like a hippie married? I guess it doesn't matter as long as you two are committed to each other, right? That's like being married. Because back in the day, it was having sex. You have sex and you're married, but you have sex before you're married, which I don't know where it came that don't have sex before you're married. Oh, the fornication thing. But that's having sex with many people and not committing. But if you have sex with one person and you're committed, it's like you're being married, right? Because there's rings involved, and that is marriage. The poor man uses entreaties, but the rich answer roughly. Yeah, get a job, you long haired hippie freak. I've only ever had two jobs. I was a dishwasher in both jobs, and then I tried to be a cook once, and I was the best at cooking Opa. Opa! Yeah, because I can make that. Well, okay. I can't exactly make it, but if it was frozen, I can cook it. But Opa is not very good. It's a really bad cheese, but it's a fried cheese. But it's a really bad cheese. It tastes terrible. A man who has friends must himself be friendly. But there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother. Yep. And that friend will turn on you as soon as he can. So don't to make that guy your friend. And don't tell him anything because he'll do the Mike Pence thing or the Judas thing or even the Peter thing. He'll be a slut instead of a whore. Be careful with making besties because sometimes it's not a good thing. Because if you're arrested together, your friend will turn on you. But, anyways, that's the end of that. I mean, being with someone who literally hates you. Yeah, it's terrible. Because they tell you things like, I don't love you. Or no, I don't like you, but I love you. I was told that one time, but I don't know if it was necessarily true, but I don't know if it's necessarily true. But liking and loving are totally different. But at the end of the day, you're still best friends, so it's kind of hard to deal with because it's your best friend that hates you. But it's okay though, because as long as you're not hateful. But maybe I am hateful because I don't clean up. I don't do very much of anything but live stream. But I don't know. But what do you think, Fred? What do you think about the whole like not washing your hands thing? Because I know we talked about that before. And I think you said you heard that before. But like what do you think about it? Like washing your hands religiously because that's how you get sick. You're getting all the germs off your body. You're getting all the germs. You're getting rid of all the germs that help make you better. Yeah, you're getting rid of the bad ones, but you're also getting rid of the good ones. Yeah, it's many things written. Really, it seems like it's titles to, or like the first paragraph of an article, because all those could be written and preached and they could be titles of things. They're all very true, but it doesn't give you any advice. Hard to trust science anymore. Yeah, but that was the science before science turned stupid. And the science before science went stupid is probably real science, because the real science of washing your hands is fucking terrible. But it's the same thing they say about babies. Let your baby get dirty and it won't get sick. Do you think washing your hands is any different than constantly keeping a baby clean so it does get sick and it does get colds and it does get colic and it does because it can't build up germs to make it better. You know what I mean? Like you should wipe it off and stuff, but you should let it get dirty, let it crawl around, let it explore. You know what I mean? And again, it's not leaving your baby in a pile of dirt. You know, you should wash it. But again, be careful what soap you use because there's a lot of baby soaps. But that gentle and whatever it is a good soap to use. And lotion and stuff, you should probably do that. But also let it get dirty and build up its germs, build up its immune system. Yeah, And I don't know if anybody like really gives a shit about any of this stuff, but it's highly important to know. Cause I'm telling you what, I never got COVID. I never got COVID. I drank tonic water with quinine, and I never washed my fucking hands, and I never bleached my house. I kept my house the exact way it was, and I never got COVID because I didn't fucking change anything, and I told Dustin. But Dustin got COVID from work. He didn't get COVID from this house. And really, sometimes I'm afraid. I'm afraid of cleaning up my house, because I'm really scared that as soon as I do it, I'm going to get deathly ill. And that's not true. That's really not going to happen. But I feel like it might if I move anything. And that's a stupid fear. Almost more stupid than my fear of worms. But I've been slowly picking things up and trying to do a better job. But COVID is a real thing. It's a bioweapon from China, but it is a real thing. But I don't know. But I think we are close to done with this conversation. Damn it. I got like 9 minutes. What's 9 plus 15? 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24. 24 minutes. Can we talk for 24 minutes? But you probably won't go to Neo, so never mind. Because Neo is very different than me, but I enjoy the beginning of her stream. I don't stay for the Bible reading because I yell at my computer. Because sometimes it's like, yeah, but Jesus didn't say that. And it's hard. So I just don't listen to the reading. I just, like you guys do with me, you just watch. You don't really necessarily listen. And a lot of people I stream to don't ever really read the Bible. So it's not like they can yell at my screen or they can yell at the screen like, you got it wrong. Oh, yeah, Willow is outside. But I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get off here because I mean, not unless you want to go to Neo. The beginning of her streams are really good. She's got a raccoon on her thingy. She has a pet turtle and a cat. But I don't know. Anyway, I am going to go ahead and get off here because I've been on here for a long time. Well, actually, only been on here about an hour. So, whatever. What do you think, Fred? It's time to go. Oh, yeah, it is time to go because you got to go to work. And I just realized that whole not washing your hands thing is gross, but it's absolutely true. It is. It is true. Be careful washing your hands. Be careful washing your baby. And again, I don't, the colic thing is an allergic reaction to your formula. So you should probably change your formula if your kid gets colic. But if it gets any other kind of illness, it's because it's too clean. Yeah, okay. Let's go ahead and end. Anyway, Fred, I love you and you're my bestie. Thanks for supporting me. And other people, don't forget to like and subscribe. I don't even know if other people are here. But in case you are, don't forget to like and subscribe or give me a follow because I will be back at 2 p.m. with the story of Jesus. And I'll be back at 10 p.m. for the story of David, which is absolutely amazing. God comes out, like God comes out of his shell for real, and it's amazing. And I can't wait to share it with y'all. So make sure you come back at 2 p.m. and 10 p.m. I love you so much. Goodbye.